Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome once again to Earlham Men's Soccer right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. We're at Matlack Field this afternoon for a non-conference matchup. The Quakers coming in at 4-3 on the year. They'll take on the Cardinals of Otterein, who are 4-2-1. When we come back in a moment on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll take a closer look at both these teams in just a few moments. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Back once again here at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College. This again, the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. The Quakers have won their last two. They beat Wilmington the last time out by a final of 1-0. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, again, 4-2-1 on the year. They tied their last matchup against Hiram at 1 apiece. Looking at the head-to-head matchup here today, the Quakers with 76 shots on the season. I'll tell you what, Otterein, 130 in their first 7 matches. 6 goals for the Quakers, 15 for Otterein. Shot percentage favoring Otterein as well. The Quakers at 0.79, Otterein at 115. Shots per game, 10.9 for the Quakers, 18.6 for the Cardinals. Shots on goal, the big number here again for Otterein. They have 64 shots on goal. Meanwhile, the Quakers at 27. Shots on goal percentage, .492 today for Otterein coming into this one. For the Quakers at .355, and even in corners, it favors Otterein 39. The Quakers with 28. Brett Marshall leading the Quakers with 3 goals coming in. Tristan Kovac leading the way for Otterein, 3 goals, 3 assists. And Pao Piang also with 3 goals on this season. Colin Stamper, the goalkeeper for Otterein, coming into this one with only 4 goals given up, 15 saves, a goals against average at 0.71, and he has a shutout. And the Quakers, by the way, will not go with Nicola Manny today. He will not be starting. And we'll talk about who they will start coming up in just a couple of moments as well. So the Quakers make a change in goal. The latest HCAC soccer standings, we'll cover those coming up in a few moments. A busy day in the conference as well when it comes to men's soccer today. In fact, today and tomorrow there are several matchups. We'll cover those in a few minutes as well as part of the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. We will come back. We're moments away from getting this one underway. It'll end up being a little bit of a warmer afternoon than what we had this morning. Overcast skies here at Matlack. The women, by the way, losing just moments ago to Grace Bible by a final of 2-1. So the men will try to get a win here today and against a very good Otterein team here at Matlack Field. Stay right there. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com. At Richmond Power and Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power and Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Hey Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Back once again here at Matlack Field as the Quakers and the Cardinals now ready to get this one underway this afternoon. The Cardinals will be in their all-whites. Quakers will be in their all-maroons here today as we're ready to get this non-conference matchup underway. Otterein again at 4-2-1 on the season. And for the Quakers at 4-3, but they have won their last two contests. Quakers will attack right to left in the first half. Great to have you with us. As mentioned, the women lost earlier today to Grace Bible by a final of 2-1. Had their chances late in that contest, unable to tie things up in regulation, so the men will try to win here today. By the way, the Earlham volleyball team winning earlier today. The field hockey team pulled off a big upset in their matchup earlier today as they beat a very good Kenyan team by a final of 2-1. Here's how Otterein will line up. Colin Hoffman will be in goal today. Zach Barwick gets the start. Eric Juarez Manning. Noah Coons along with Nate Norris. Jaden Lunger. Pal Piang also starting today. Tiger Pham. Luke Crea. Zach Lewis and Gavin Kerner. Those are your starters again today for Otterein. In goal for the Quakers will be Peter Kashatis. We'd mentioned the Quakers would make a change as Nico Manny will not start today. And so we are underway here this afternoon. Great to have you with us as the Quakers, again, battling here today against a very good Cardinals team. Ball comes out of bounds here to the near side. Paley Tracy starting today for the Quakers. Ismail Lap Kamar, also Padgett Gustafson. Aiden Clammer, Yuki Adams, Nicholas Dye, Valentina Mbaya, Hockey Johnson, Voya Tatarevic, along with Kashatis. And Joe Balls again getting the start, the freshman for the Quakers. Ball near sideline. Quakers will have it possession. Earlham again very good at home as that ball cleared into Cardinal territory. And coming out to clear it will be Hoffman for the Cardinals. Back to midfield. Good look there of the Cardinals' Noah Coons out of Corning, New York. Heavily recruited out of Ohio, as you would expect for Otterein. A little shove from behind, and good physical play early. Joe Balls out of Victor, New York. By the way, the one player knows Victor Zuniga not starting today for the Quakers. The junior has been starting so far a lot this year in the middle for Earlham, but he is not starting today, so the Quakers changing things up just a little bit here for this non-conference matchup. In the attacking third, Quakers able to run it down and stop Otterein on their attack, so now Earlham will go the other way. Kick will be headed toward Nicholas Dye, but Dye able to run it down on the end line, and a chance here for the Quakers. Can he center it, as that one will be cleared out in the box. Good job there by the Cardinals, and cleared out of bounds here to the near side. And this will give the Cardinals a chance to regroup defensively. Just underway here at Matlack Field. Mentioned we've been overcast most of the day today, but getting a little bit of sunshine coming through. That'll warm things up here this afternoon for this non-conference matchup. Quakers, after today, will head to Bluffton. That's October 1st as we get now into the conference season. So this is the final tune-up for the Quakers. Otterein on the attack. Quakers, nice tackle right there for the Quakers. Give credit there to Yuki Adams to stop the attack for Otterein. And the ball goes out of bounds to the far side, and Otterein will have a throw-in. Mentioned the Cardinals coming in 130 shots offensively, and I'm not sure what their schedule looks like, but 130 shots in just 7 matches. They are certainly well ahead of the Quakers with only 76. You're talking about almost doubling the amount of shots between these two teams. Quakers will take possession. Lap Kamara coming to the near sideline. A good look here at Yuki Adams, and this is the way the Quakers will play. Try to control. Good spacing. Try to pass. And then make the defense perhaps overcommit at times. Here's Dye once again at midfield, and we'll dump it behind. And there for the Quakers, Tatarvich. Good play there by Noah Coons as once again Otterein trying to force the action here at midfield, but the Quakers come back. Here's Joe Balls looking the other way. A lead pass intended for Dye. And once again knocked down, and a possession given up by Otterein. They're not happy about that, as that'll be an offsides. Head of the pack for the Quakers, Nicholas Dye, the junior out of Newport News, Virginia. First offsides of the day for the Quakers. And now Otterein back on the counterattack as they work it once again past midfield. Gavin Kerner, by the way, the forward juniors. This one comes our way. Boy, watching Kerner back, he's probably the tallest player on the field at about 6'3", so back on defense, he'll be a difficult one to get by for the Quakers as Otterein will put it in play. Here's Nate Norris. Norris looking to his right. Not a bad ball that time. Ken Otterein played as it comes out of bounds here to the near side. Yuki Adams there for the Quakers, and Otterein will have a throw-in. That kick there, nothing on it for Luke Crea. And the Quakers able to survive that attack by the Cardinals. And once again, Earlham back on the counter. Let's see what they can do with it. This one high in the air by Cachetas all the way to midfield. A 50-50 ball available. Front header that time by Tiger Pham. And here come the Cardinals once again. Near side. Boy, the pitch might be a little bit rough here today. And again, I mentioned a couple of moments ago the women played here earlier. And so there may be some divots out here that they hadn't anticipated. There's a cross and a header that'll go just wide to the left. Well, that one almost on a nice cross ball and almost a header that time for the opening goal of this one as Otterein almost came up with the lead goal here in the first half. Corner here for the Cardinals. Quakers able to get it out. Otterein will keep it. They'll dump behind and look to attack from here. That one lifted high in the air as it comes to the left of the box. That'll go back to the Quakers. Not sure the header was, but it might have been Noah Coons. He was very close on that side, on the upright to the left. So Quakers will put it back into play. Boy, excellent kick there for the Quakers. Ismail Lat Kamara will generally on those free kicks put it back into play for Earlham. Near side Otterein. Pham will lift this one high into Earlham territory, and a couple of headers each way. And once again, Otterein putting the pressure back on that Earlham defense, and the Quakers able to clear it out. Tracy able to get a good leg into that one past midfield, and Otterein coming back. Good physical play here in the first half. Otterein once again behind will attack to the near side. Luke Crea there for the Cardinals, lifting that one once again deep into Earlham territory, and back for the Quakers will be Aiden Clemmer. This is Clemmer now to the near side. Goes out of play, and once again Cardinals will come up with a steal off the throw-in, and the Cardinals, again, you can see why they've had the numbers they've had already. Very aggressive offensively against this Earlham defense early. Quakers try to advance it ahead to Nicholas Dye, and now a foot race for the loose ball. Here's Dye, and that'll be knocked out of bounds on the end line. Coming back is Zach Barwick, the freshman out of Canal, Winchester, Ohio, there for the Cardinals to knock it out of play. And so we will see for the first time today the Quakers will have a corner, and putting it in play will be Joe Balls, the freshman out of Victor, New York. No score first half here at Earlham College. Balls very good at lifting this one high in the air. Front header there for the Quakers. That was Johnson unable to put it in front of the net. Near tackle by Tracy as the ball comes to the near side. Here, Ismail Lat Kamara once again for the Quakers, deep in the corner, able to keep it in play. And eventually goes past the end line, and that's where now the Cardinals will regain the possession. Quick update on some of the other games going on today. In the HCAC, Ohio Christian will travel to Bluffton. Defiance home today. They take on Baldwin Wallace. It's Anderson home against Ohio Northern. Franklin travels to Berea. Hanover home against Georgetown, and Rose is on the road at Chicago. And then tomorrow, Bluffton will take on Finlandia, and Manchester will play tomorrow. They take on Indianapolis Tech. We'll get a chance. We'll check out the most recent HCAC soccer standings. Again, conference play will not open until October the 1st. Ball played midfield, this time the Quakers. Tracy will lift that one high. Cardinals able to run that one down in the corner. The Quakers had a player there as well. That was Valentino Mbaya. And the Quakers will throw in. Adams will put it in play here to the near sideline. Again, no score. Ball back to midfield. We talked about Kerner earlier. This is Kerner right here. Long stride, puts a leg into it, knocked down by Cachetas, and the Quakers able to clear it out. You get an idea. Again, Gavin Kerner with that long stride able to outrun the defender. Got a pretty decent look. Another offsides here for the Quakers as, again, the Cardinals will come back, take possession as we are close to the 34-minute mark here in the first half. Tiger Pham will dump it behind. You see the Cardinals, good spacing, middle of the field. Not a good pass that time intended for, I think that may have been for the Cardinals, number 7, Nate Norris. Quakers have a man go down, and that is Kerner once again trying to lead the attack, and the Quakers able to come back. The official letting him play through it. Lead pass intended for Nicholas Dine will be knocked out of bounds here to the near side. Good defense there for the Cardinals. It'll give them a chance to regroup right here. Again, as we're at the 34-minute mark and counting here in the first half. Throw in near side. This is Yuki Adams. Adams trying to dump that into the corner. And Baya there for the Quakers on the front. Header will go all the way to the end line. Ball just outside the box. Quakers try the shot that'll go high and over the goal. And once again, the Cardinals will regain the possession. This is Colin Hoffman, the goalkeeper again for the Cardinals. Generally, we would see their other goalkeeper, Max Stamper out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. But here come the Cardinals again, back on the counterattack. Here's Kerner. There's nothing there for the Cardinals. They've done a nice job of just going back and resetting. And they'll do the same thing right here. Hoffman will work it now to the left side. The lead pass. This is a 50-50 ball, and the Quakers' Yuki Adams will put a leg into it. We'll go back to midfield once again. Cardinals waiting. Cardinals back with a possession. That'll be Luke Crea there for the Cardinals, and now Otterein will work it to the far side. Good look again at Crea on the dribble as he will get it into the attacking third. Crea looking ahead and miscommunication a little bit there with his teammate. A little shove down there on the end line. I was looking there at, it was Eric Juarez Manning who was the intended recipient of that last pass by Nate Norris, but the pass went too far, and so we have a corner here for Otterein, and a whistle, and that will go back over to the Quakers. So once again, Earlham will put it on the leg of Ismail Lap Kamara. Again, no score here in the first half. Otterein had maybe the most serious opportunity so far from a corner, and it came up empty. Once again, Quakers into Otterein territory and unable to come up with that one. Boy, that went right between the legs of Nicholas Dye, and now you see as this ball sails all the way to the other end, and there once again is Kerner. And Kerner, here the backside Otterein defenseman telling them to slow it down a little bit as Kerner really trying to beat the field ahead here to the near side and lost it out of bounds. So we'll go back over once again to the Quakers, and here's Ismail Lap Kamara once again. Breeze will not be a factor in this one here today, as we're turning out to be a rather warm afternoon as that ball comes out of bounds here on the near side. Throw in here for the Quakers. And Baya battling there on the near side with Coons. Coons ended up winning that fight as now the ball will go out of bounds and will stay here with Otterein. Throwing for the Cardinals. Luke Crea goes behind now to Tiger Pham, and here's where the Cardinals look to set it up at midfield. Pham receiving once again, and will advance it on the pass into Earlham territory. Now Pham on the dribble. The lead pass will go to Juarez Manning. Manning lifting high into the box, but a little bit too far. And still Otterein able to control it in the attacking third. There's a front header, but right into the waiting arms of Cachetas for the Quakers. That was a front header that time by Kerner. We mentioned Kerner at about 6'3", and so he has a certain size advantage. But Cachetas right there, and this a high kick into Otterein territory, and there's a 50-50 ball. See who will come up with it. Quakers had it for a moment, but then there's Tiger Pham able to knock it down, and once again, Otterein back on the attack. And again, you look at the numbers they have coming in, and you really get an understanding of why they've been able to put so many goals on the board and how they attack. Here's a left foot, and that'll go wide. That was Noah Coons. Well, the Quakers will really have to keep hustling back on defense. They don't want to fall down in numbers. They will have a kick here. This will be Lap Kamara once again for Earlham. The one thing they can't do is fall behind and allow the Cardinals to get numbers. Ball lifted high once again to midfield. Quakers coming back as once again the Cardinals right there. There always seems to be a white jersey around, and they're not relenting, at least from a standpoint, holding back against the Quakers here in the first half, and by here to the near side. And now the Quakers try to go on the attack. Here's Joe Balls up the sideline, able to keep it in play. And the Cardinals come back, knock it out of bounds. We'll have a throw in here to the near side. No score first half. 28 minutes to remaining here in the first half of play. Sam Bird, the head coach for the Quakers, taking a look at the time remaining in the first half. Quakers looking opposite side. Can they stay with it? Hockey Johnson there for the Quakers, and nothing as Earlham gives up possession. And once again, Otterein past midfield on the counterattack. Quakers come up with a steal. Give credit there to Gustafson. We'll go back and forth once again. Is that 50-50 ball available either way? And right now, no one has come up with a clean possession yet until right there. That'll be Dye. And Dye may have pulled his hamstring, and he went down. And it looks like he does have the hamstring taped up a little bit. And he went down pretty quick. And they're going to go check him out. We will take a quick timeout as well. No score here on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. This is Earlham Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Well, hopefully for the Quakers. By the way, Brett Marshall has now checked in for Earlham. Here's a long ball, kicked wide to the right. That is Gavin Kerner once again. So we're going to see Marshall come in. Brett Marshall, the senior out of Cincinnati, leads the team in goals this year. And he will come off the bench here for the Quakers. This will be Lap Kamara once again for Earlham. We'll put it into play as we come up on the 26-minute mark. And Baya with the reverse header. Once again, there are the Cardinals, near side. Good look at Coons. And the ball comes out of bounds. It'll stay Cardinals ball. Right below the camera area. Throw in here to the near side. Once again, Kerner there for the Cardinals. And Baya here on the near sideline, unable to catch up with it. So another throw in here for the Cardinals. You can hear both teams communicating here in the first half. Nice ball that ended up going off the leg of Kerner. And here come the Quakers back on the counter at midfield to the outside to Taravich for the Quakers. Ball will get in the box. Marshall trying to run it down, but sliding will be Hoffman. Able to jump on that one. Boy, near opportunity there for the Quakers. How about the steal right there? Earlham coming up with it briefly is sliding in Liam Ferguson, who's now checked in for the Quakers. And back once again into Earlham territory as once the ball is cleared, Quakers able to send it back down the line. It will go out of bounds to the far side. Throwing opportunity here for the Cardinals. And putting it in play will be Zach Barwick. Barwick looking for Kerner down the line. That ball back over to the Quakers, who again gain the possession. But boy, that kick too far to the near side. That'll be a tackle, I believe, from behind, and that's going to be a whistle. It's pretty easy call right there. So now here is Tiger Pham. Here will it be Pham to the near side on the kick, or Eric Juarez Manning, and I guess you'll have to take your pick, whichever one's going to kick this one. And Otterein may play some head games right here, and Quakers will have to defend both. Or they'll bring someone else in. Here's the kick high, and getting hand on a Cachetas, able to knock that one away. They decided to work it with Noah Coons. And Coons almost made it 1-0 here in the first half. And we will have a corner now for Otterein. Ball just outside the box, and the Quakers unable to clear it cleanly. And once again, Cardinals. That one lifted to the left and out of play, and that is Noah Coons once again unable to connect. But again, the Cardinals just keep putting it on the pressure against this Earlham defense, and so head coach for the Cardinals, Jerry D'Arcy, talking with the official about a call that apparently he did not agree with. Here is Lap Kamara once again, and always able to send that one past midfield. The back header there for Ferguson. Quakers now in the attacking third. Here's Marshall. And Marshall still chasing, trying to get the ball, and he finally does. And here's Ferguson once again, but the Cardinals able to clear it out. That'll be Barwick past midfield. Cardinals now in the attacking third of their own. Centering ball is going to be knocked away. The right foot, that time by Yuki Adams, will go out of bounds. Neither team making a change at the moment, so a quick throw in now for the Cardinals. Pham will lift this one high in the air. The front header for the Quakers. That's Adams once again. And this will go back over to the Quakers. We'll have a change right here as Jonathan Boardman out of Bellbrook, Ohio, will come in, a senior defenseman. So Lap Kamara once again. There's Mbaya for the Quakers, another 50-50 ball, and that'll be won by Joe Balls. And boy, the Quakers unable to keep that possession. Once again, here's Coons. Boy, Coons very good on the dribble. Excellent footwork and able to keep the defender away. A little shimmy from behind by Gustafson. And the ball goes out of play in the near side. Yuki Adams knocks it out of play. We mentioned here is Boardman coming in. Cardinals make the change. They will bring Luke Crea out. And the Cardinals, you can see down the line, will have a throw-in here on the near sideline as we are under the 21-minute mark here in the first half. Back header there by Kerner. Ball comes back out once again near midfield. And there you Cardinals again. This is Boardman who just checked in. Boy, nice kick down the line. You couldn't have asked better. Coons will go to the pitch. A couple of players collide right there. One of those, Gustafson. And we've got a timeout. The official looking over to Ferguson. So going to say something to Ferguson, and Ferguson just got a yellow card. So Ferguson with a yellow. That is our first yellow of the day. Tiger Pham right in front of us. You see Pham right there at toward the bottom of your screen. And once the yellow is recorded, we'll get back to play here in the first half. 20 plus remaining. We're waiting for the officials to get play underway once again. Cardinals here to the near side. Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's pretty good. As that one hit back to the middle, getting, of course, a look at Coons. He is very good on the handle. No matter what he does, he's able to get by the defender. Sliding right there. For the Cardinals, looks like they brought in, well, actually, that was Zach Lewis. Went for the tackle, came up empty. And the Cardinals once again back on the counterattack past midfield. Boy, Earlham has been on their heels here defensively, just trying to make sure they get enough players back. Because every time the Cardinals get us like a fast break in basketball, they just go and go and go. And so you better be ready yourself. New player coming in as the Quakers will go to their bench. Aqib Mohammed, the freshman out of Richmond High School here in Richmond, Indiana, will step in for the Quakers for the first time. And now the throw in here, and there is Mohammed right away as he goes back to Adams. And then down the sideline, stays in play. Played there by Boardman for the Cardinals, but still no score here in the first half. Let you take a listen a little bit to the communication right in front of us. Ball goes out of bounds as into the lineup now. Sam Plinky coming in for the Quakers. He will wear number 25 for Earlham as the Quakers able to dump it behind. That'll be Lap Kamara to give it once again to Kashadis. Can the Quakers get on the attack right here, just out of the reach that time of Gustafson? And here come the Cardinals. Cardinals have a chance right here. And again, Coons with the right foot knocked away. Kashadis able to get the save. And there'll be a foul, I believe, right there. And they will stop the clock at about 17:52. Boy, that's still impressive. Noah Coons, the junior out of Corning, New York, he is just maybe one of the better dribblers and ball handlers we have seen. And he really set things up that time for the Cardinals. So here's the kick once again by Korea, and it's 1-0. So Cardinals will benefit from the penalty kick, and they lead it 1-0. Here's a change again for Otterein. Coming in will be Brady Bubb. Let me take that back, number 16 for them. That's Juan Rivas. Rivas out of Greenfield, Ohio. So Rivas is in. And so the Cardinals able to strike first here in the opening half of play. Again, that coming off the penalty kick in the first half. Let's give you some numbers here in the first half as well. 8 shots by Otterein, just 1 for the Quakers. 6 shots on goal for Otterein. The Quakers, no shots. 5 saves for Earlham, no saves for Otterein. 3 corners for the Cardinals, 1 for the Quakers. And Otterein with 2 fouls and 3 on the Quakers as well. Tiger Pham, by the way, getting the goal for the Cardinals, and that's where it happened at 27:05 here in the first half of play. Quakers trying to get a chance in the box right here. A lot of bodies around as that one front-headed by Marshall. You can hear the head coach for Otterein telling his defense, get it out of there. Here's Mohammed now to the near side. Mohammed, nice job as he'll center that ball. And looks like we may have a corner here for the Quakers. It's a foul. They did call a foul. So it will happen here on the near side. So here's Joe Balls once again for the Quakers. Boy, lifted high, front header near the goal, and then just wide to the left. The second attempt, that was, looked like that may have been Liam Ferguson. And so the Quakers unable to capitalize off the foul. And Otterein will make a change here as they will bring into the lineup Ross File out of Gahanna, Ohio. Also coming in will be Eric Stuckey out of Brecksville, Ohio. So Stuckey coming in and File coming in for the Cardinals. 1-0, Cardinals on top. Here's Mohammed on the chase. Will keep it for the Quakers as Gustafson will work it to the far side. Earlham going on the attack. Tatarovich there for the Quakers. Into Cardinal territory, and unfortunately their attack didn't last long enough. So now the Cardinals back the other way. Rivas there for the Cardinals, but the Quakers able to come up with a takeaway, and here is Joe Balls. Balls in the box, looking with the left foot, gets tackled. He goes down. So now the Quakers have a chance here on a corner. Coming up on the 14-minute mark now in the first half. This is Joe Balls once again. Boy, the header that time, and boy, went to the pitch. That was Gustafson. But right there is Hoffman for the Cardinals. Cardinals able to gain the possession once again, but there's Mohammed for the Quakers. A collision right at midfield. We saw Plinky go down for the Quakers. Here's an opportunity once again, and a whistle. That'll go against the Cardinals. Lap Kamara once again will put it back into play for Earlham. 1-0, Cardinals on top, first half. Of course, at halftime with a busy college football Saturday, we'll check out some of the early games. Major League Baseball going on today as well. We'll do that on our halftime update, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report, after we give you some numbers here at halftime as well. Cardinals once again. Boy, I tell you what, you got to give them credit. They are backing up their numbers here early, and the Quakers have had to really work defensively here this afternoon. So a throw in here to the near side. Here's Boardman. This will stay with the Cardinals. That is Kovac here to the near side, as once again Cardinals on the attack to the right, knocked out of play. And we will have another corner here for the Cardinals. 12 minutes remaining in the first half, and you see everyone way beyond the net here as that ball kicked well. Front header, and a good job again by Cachetis. That was Zach Lewis there for the Cardinals on that header. So now Cachetis will put a leg into this one to midfield. Quakers trying to go back on the counterattack, and they've had few opportunities here in the first half. That'll go against Nate Norris. I mentioned few opportunities because the numbers, at least statistically, showing us Quakers outshot 9-3 and 7-1 in shots on goal here in the first half of play. Lap Kamara once again for the Quakers. Quakers line up to the right. Get a good look right there as they will now work their way in as that ball curving toward the left, and the Cardinals able to clear it out of there. Lap Kamara once again, and that would be considered for the Cardinals watching over here to their bench. They wanted a yellow. Cardinals take over. So we near the 10-minute mark. That is Ross File working against Ferguson for the Quakers. Cardinals able to get it back to the middle. This one lifted right into the hands of Cachetis once again. And Cachetis able to bring that one down. A high but short kick. And another 50-50 ball. Joe Ball's on the back header and coming all the way back to Cachetis once again. That is Lap Kamara there for the Quakers, and now Earlham will try to work their way into a scoring position. Ball's there at midfield, near tackle by Kovac. And here come the Cardinals once again. Earlham able to come back defensively. Marshall now to the near side. Marshall looking back to the middle, and the Quakers reset it behind, but there's a couple of Cardinal players there, including Kovac. And Earlham able to keep the possession to midfield. They're looking to Muhammad to the near side, but running that one down is Boardman and right into the hands of Hoffman, the goalkeeper, and once again, the Quakers unable to score on this possession. Adams able to get a left foot and knock that one out of play. Well, you look down and you had Rivas, who was coming down this near sideline. In the middle defense, you was looking at Aiden Clemmer, and he was wondering why Yuki Adams wasn't dropping deep. The Cardinals, again, with the ability to get the man open here to the near side and end up being a lucky break. Here's Rivas. We mentioned he was the one they were looking at. And so, again, the Cardinals back the other way. And Cachetis out to grab that one. So, again, the Quakers go on the counterattack. 7:57 and counting here in the first half. Earlham really doing as much as they can to get this into position to get something going. But again, the Cardinals able to stop them at midfield. No sub yet as the Cardinals will throw in on the far sideline. Ball lifted high. Here's another chance. And Cachetis out to knock that one down and grab it right in front of Eric Stuckey. Boy, Stuckey had a steam here to the right. Sam Bird Yelling out instructions from our left. Once again, the ball back to midfield off that header by Norris. And again, Earlham unable to do anything with it. Here come the Cardinals. Boy, they have just kept the pressure on all day long and really giving the Quakers no breathing room whatsoever. Is Earlham able to stop that attack and will look to go the other way. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson to the sideline and can't keep it in play as it goes out of bounds, and Cardinals again the inbound. Off the throw-in. There's Ferguson again for the Quakers. And now Marshall trying to chase that one, but rolls right to Hoffman, and the Cardinals back to the counter. They have Stuckey here to the near side. They'll attack Rivas in the middle. And here come the Cardinals again. Boy, they are on the run, and they're quick. Ball tried to center, and there for the Quakers was Lap Kamari, able to knock that one away. But once again, Cardinals keep possession, and there is Ferguson again for the Quakers on defense. Cardinals will keep it. Barwick back to midfield. It'll be Boardman. Rivas again. Lead pass here to the near side. That'll be Stuckey. Stuckey one-on-one down on the end line with Yuki Adams. And it'll go back to the Quakers. Change here for Earlham. Michael Black, the sophomore out of Richmond, will check into the lineup. So Black making his season debut. Black, one of a couple of players again on this Earlham team out of Richmond High School. Lap Kamara. Long ball here to Muhammad, and the back header will go to bounds here on the near side. So Muhammad with a throw-in for the Quakers. They'll play it safe here. Adams, and here is Michael Black. Black with the through ball all the way to the right and knocked down. That was Ferguson for the Quakers. Unable to get it. And now the Cardinals head the other way. Nice give and go. Norris and File. Cardinals unable to deliver this time as the Quakers defensively will stop the attack. But, boy, every time you start to make a little bit of progress, Nate Norris there for the Cardinals. Now the Quakers back into Otterein territory, and Muhammad has it taken away by Boardman. Cardinals get it into Earlham territory. And once again, here's Gustafson. Far sideline for the Quakers, Tatarvich. And it goes out of play, and we'll see the Cardinals regain possession as we're coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Cardinals with the throw-in. Rivas there battling against Tatarvich, and it will go out of play once again, and the Cardinals will have the throw in here now to the near side. Here is Boardman. Boardman looking right. Here's Stuckey. And Stuckey unable to retrieve that one as it goes out of play, and the Cardinals back on defense. Quakers on the counterattack. Adams lifting that one near midfield. Here's Joe Balls once again looking to his right. That'll be Michael Black. Lifting that one to Ferguson. Cardinals able to knock it out of play, and this will give the Cardinal defense a chance to regroup as we're coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the first half. 1-0, Cardinals on top. Michael Black unable to get a front header on that one as it comes back into Earlham territory. They'll dump it behind to Cachetis. Cachetis looking midfield. As Gustafson there for the Quakers, and now it'll be Tatarvich. Well, now see what Earlham can do here in the last, now what is under 2 minutes. Here's Ferguson. Back into the midfield circle, and here is Lap Kamara. Kamara getting it back from Marshall, but the pass a little bit long. Boy, physical play right there between Joe Balls and Nate Norris. That'll be Gustafson lifting that one high, and there waiting is Hoffman. So coming up on a minute remaining here in the first half. Ball going to play far side, so Tavarovic will put it in play. Here is Marshall. Try to get that one to Ferguson. Cardinals will bring it back. Foul there for the Cardinals as we play right at midfield.
Come on, White!
Both teams right now playing it rather conservative, trying not to give up something here at the end, but the Cardinals able to get the takeaway. They'll look ahead here to Stuckey. And coming out for the Quakers, Cachetis able to knock that one down, and will try to lead the break the other way. Here is Balls back once again to Adams. Balls again on the dribble to the right. And here's Gustafson, and you hear the countdown here in the first half. And we have now made it to halftime. 1 goal scored in the first half. We'll come back in a few moments on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report. 1-0. Cardinals on top of the Quakers. This is Earlham men's soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Hi, this is Troy Dargowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck
should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Back here at Earlham College, Matlack Field, the Quakers trailed 1-0 to the Cardinals of Otterein. Here are your first half numbers on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. And so far for Otterein, their goalkeeper Colin Hopman, just 1 shot on goal and 1 save in his 45 minutes. Tiger Pham leading the way with 2 shots on goal. He had the lone goal in the first half. Eric Juarez Manning also with 2 shots and 2 shots on goal. Noah Coons, he went 2-1. Zach Lewis 1-1, and Gavin Kerner leading the way 3-2 in the first half of play. For the Quakers, Peter Kashadis, 8 shots on goal, had 1 goal given up, 7 saves in his 45 minutes. Paget Gustafson leading the way also with the Quakers, 2 shots and 1 shot on goal. That has been it. Liam Ferguson had a yellow card in that first half and also had 1 shot, but the Quakers offensively just getting nothing going in the first half. They were outshot 10-3, 8 one-shots on goal, 4-3 in corners. Quakers had a couple of offsides, 1 offsides by Otterein, and Otterein with 5 fouls, the Quakers with 4. So those are your first half numbers as the Quakers trail it on your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard here at halftime, 1-0. We'll come back, get you updated on some college football going on this afternoon. This is the Wesley Bates Wealth Management halftime report right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, "Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all."
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Back once again here at Matlack Field on the campus of Earlham College. Halftime score, Otterein on top of this one, 1-0. We'll have the second half coming up in just a few moments. Busy day, as always, in college football. There are some finals in the top 25 earlier today as #1 Alabama shut out Kent State 48-0. Number 11 Wisconsin, boy, they did a number on number 8 Michigan State. That game played at East Lansing, 30-6 the final there. Wisconsin gets the win. Number 23 Ole Miss taking care of number 12 Georgia, 45-14. 13th rated Florida State. They beat South Florida but still gave up 35 the final there, 55-35. In the first quarter, number 4 Michigan now leading Penn State 14-0. And also in the opening period of play, number 19 Florida, they're on top of number 14 Tennessee, 7-0. Games coming up a little bit later today. Number 18 LSU, they're on the road at Auburn. 6th-rated Houston at Texas State. Also, Oklahoma State will play at number 16 Baylor. 20th-rated Nebraska is at Northwestern. 3rd-ranked Louisville on the road at Marshall. Number 7 Stanford is at UCLA. 17th-ranked Arkansas plays at number 10 Texas A&M. And number 9 Washington, they're on the road at Arizona. Major League Baseball, looks like all the games, well, there's a couple almost finished this afternoon. Detroit now leading Kansas City 4-2 in the top of the 9th inning. One of the game in the bottom of the 9th, St. Louis beating the Cubs 10-4. Bottom of the first, no score Texas-Oakland. Top of the second, no score between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Other games coming up a little bit later. Boston at Tampa Bay, the White Sox at Cleveland, Seattle's at Minnesota. The Angels play at Houston. Also Washington at Pittsburgh, Cincinnati at Milwaukee, Philadelphia at the Mets, Atlanta's at Miami, San Francisco at San Diego, Colorado will take on the Dodgers in Los Angeles. And Major League Soccer, full slate of games beginning at 5 o'clock tonight. Toronto's at Philadelphia. D.C. is at Orlando City. New York at Montreal, Vancouver at Colorado, Houston at Portland, Real Salt Lake at Dallas, and San Jose will be at Sporting Kansas City. We'll have all those scores on our website. If you don't want to wait up late tonight, we'll have them all posted for you tomorrow right here on RadioTroy.com and Radio Troy Digital Sports. But right here, Otterein leading Earlham 1-0. Here at halftime in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We'll come back with the second half in just a moment. This is Earlham Men's Soccer right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power & Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Hey, Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Going to find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town. Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
We are underway now in the second half as the Quakers again will now attack from left to right. Cardinals will work from right to left. Cardinals again in their all whites, and for the Quakers in their all maroons. So 1-0. See what adjustments will be made. That's a long ball that'll go wide to the left. There for the Quakers will be Johnson in the deep corner. Well, again, the statistics showing a dominant first half for the Cardinals, but again, the Quakers hanging in there, just trail it by one as we're just underway here in the second half. I'd mentioned the HCAC soccer standings, though conference play won't start until October 1st. Manchester, Transylvania, both teams undefeated at 5-0-2. Mount St. Joe off to a good start at 5-1-2. In fact, you look at this could be very interesting in the HCAC this year because it seems like there's a lot of parity and a lot of good balance at the top. Mount St. Joe 5-1-2. Anderson at 5-2, Hanover at 5-2. The Quakers entering this one today at 4-3. Rose is 4-4. All those teams at 500 and above. It's a long kick once again as that one off to the left, saved there by Cachetas. So Cachetas able to get the save. Marshall will clear it. By the way, Defiance 2-4-1, Bluffton at 2-4, Franklin struggling 0-5-2. Want to give you an update also on the women's volleyball team. They beat Monmouth today 3-0, ended up losing to Illinois College by a final of 3-0. So they have split their two matchups here today. In fact, they're playing at Illinois College. Field hockey team again beat Kenyon today. That final 2-1. Big win for the Earlham field hockey team. Congratulations to them. Well played, especially after they got beat by Denison last night by a final of 8-1. So the Quakers ready to go to work here offensively. For Earlham, this will be Aiden Clemmer, the junior out of Olympia, Washington. Well, early indications are showing that the Quakers are going to be up for much of the same here in the second half from the Cardinals. Here's Joe Balls once again for the Quakers. And Earlham will work it to the far side of the pitch, and that's where Mbaya is for the Quakers. That's a header by Johnson. It'll come to the right. By the way, new goalkeeper in for Otterein is Max Stamper, the junior out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. He is now in the second half after Hoffman got the shutout in the first half. And that is Stamper right there. 50-50 ball eventually will be won by the Cardinals, and they'll work it once again to the right. Boy, here again is Noah Coons. Coons able to lead that attack, and you can very rarely get one away from him because of his excellent footwork. Quakers, here's Marshall to the near side, and the Quakers trying to go on the counter once again as Johnson looking behind. This will be lifted. There's a 50-50 ball. Nice kick there behind by Barwick. The ball comes back into Cardinal territory where Stamper will be there for the Cardinals, and he'll work it safely to the right. Coons is there for the Cardinals, but it goes out of bounds. And once again, Earlham able to go on the counterattack. Ball back to midfield. Yuki Adams there for the Quakers, and once again we see Nate Norris for the Cardinals. Here's a chance for the Quakers. Coming out on the slide to make the save there is Max Stamper as he takes it away from Brett Marshall. Every once in a while you'll hear the head coach Jerry D'Arcy for the Cardinals, and he does not back away. He wants his team to continue to be very aggressive, and they have been so far in the 45-plus minutes that we played here this afternoon. Ball lifted here to the near side. Giving chase will be Johnson. Johnson will lift that one, but it goes behind the goal as Stamper will watch that one go by. Cardinals will be making a change. We'll see Toby Varland come in, a sophomore out of Cincinnati. Went to Wyoming High School. Stamper will put a leg into this one. He'll play it safe and work it up front. Cardinals again to the right sideline. Do a nice job again surveying to see what is there. And here's Coons. This guy, fun to watch as a soccer player. This one lifted high toward the net, and that header just off to the left. Off the attempt. That is Kennedy Mensah. Mensah coming in here in the second half. So Mensah with the front header just wide to the left. Toby Varland again will come in. Coming out will be Nate Morris. Norris out of Vandalia, Ohio. And for the Quakers, Lap Kamara with the free kick. I don't think that's what he was looking to do. That one came to the near side, intercepted there by Juarez Manning. And once again, the Cardinals will bring it back to midfield. Boy, nice crossing ball, and the Quakers will have to give chase as their defense shifting over to the far side. And once again, they'll dump it behind. Speaking of the Cardinals, Stamper will work it now to Lunger, Jaden Lunger. And here come the Cardinals once again. They look to attack to the midfield area. Nice pass here to the left. Juarez Manning looking ahead. And here is Mensah once again. Mensah looking to center that ball. Cardinals will get it to the right for the Quakers. Mbaya there to knock it away. And once again, Cardinals able to regain the possession shy of midfield.
Zach, get back, Zach!
Under the 38-minute mark here in the second half. Cardinals will play it back once again, and that will go into Earlham territory. Still 1-0 here in the second half. Quakers trying to get that first one on the board, and they stop the Cardinals short as the Cardinals try to take that 2-0 lead. And the ball played back to midfield. Good tackle there for the Cardinals. Jaden Lunger. Here come the Quakers. Again, the opposite way as they'll get it into the attacking third. And that will go against Earlham. Looks like an offsides. Once again, Cardinals will work it to Juarez Manning off the left side. Manning, a good centering ball, and here's an attempt, and that one off the upright, and another shot from out front. Cardinals still able to bring it back. Looked like that may have been Pao Piang there for Otterein. Cardinals able to keep it into the Quakers' territory as they continually struggle to get it out of there, and the Cardinals will take it once again. Here's another centering ball. And that one hit into the goal, and that'll be a number 2 goal. I think that was Zach Barwick, number 3, and it was Barwick on the goal. And the Cardinals now lead this one 2-0. Boy, the Quakers' defense they've been bending a lot and only breaking once until then. And the Cardinals get a huge goal, and it was again Zach Barwick, the freshman, able to get the goal and a couple of changes as we will see Juarez Manning come out. Also coming out will be Tiger Pham for Otterein. And so a huge insurance goal now for the Cardinals. Now the Quakers have a lot of work to do to get back into this one, trailing at 2-0 here in the second half. Get you updated here in a couple of moments on the latest numbers. And the Cardinals at midfield as they made another change. Juan Rivas has come back into their lineup. And the Quakers will work it to midfield. Boy, nothing there. Stepping in, Toby Varland. Varland got some time in the first half. Here is Pao Piang once again for the Cardinals. And they're once again in the attacking third as they'll work it to the right. Couple of numbers here in the first half, should say second half. Shots 17 for Otterein. 10-2 in the shots on goal. Still 4 corners for Otterein, 3 for the Quakers. And Otterein with 8 fouls, 5 fouls on Earlham. Cachetis now with 8 saves. Hoffman and Stamper combined 1 each, but Quakers have not been able to put many shots on goal here this afternoon in this one. Again, trailing 2-0 in the second half. Cardinals back once again in the attacking third. This will be File. File lifting it high, and there for the Quakers, Cachetis. Cachetis high again on the kick. That is Marshall on the run there for the Quakers as he battles for the loose ball against Jaden Lunger. But here come the Cardinals again as they get out quickly. Pham will go back and forth along with Norris on a little give and go. Here's Norris once again. That's going to be actually Noah Coons instead of Norris. And the ball back to Marshall at midfield. Cardinals continue to put that pressure on that Earlham defense. So now the Quakers need a goal here pretty quick. Trying to make it 2-1 as we're getting closer to the back stretch of this one. Nice. Back kick that time by Mbaya. Michael Black in for the Quakers as well. We'll set it back up to midfield. Here's Lap Kamara. Balls to the middle, unable to play that one off the pass by Tatarovich. And the Quakers able to come up with a loose ball once again as Cachetis will send that one into the stands to the far side.
Find his feet. Come on, Toby. Slide in the middle, Toby.
Cardinals once again. Zach Lewis, who has checked in for the Cardinals, and here is Michael Black for the Quakers. Ferguson back in play, and the Quakers once again unable to do anything with it in Cardinal territory. 50-50 ball available there and won by the Cardinals. And again, they'll take possession. Blake Steenrod has now checked into the lineup. Steenrod wearing number 17 for the Cardinals. Cardinals again will look to Noah Coons. And here's Michael Black again for the Quakers. Near side once again, Barwick. And Barland able to come up with it. Looks like we may have another new player in, Kenneth Will, checking in for the Cardinals. Well, they've had several players out of Gahanna, Ohio, on this team for Otterein. Black will find Tracy, who's been relatively quiet here today, as the Quakers a chance right here. Nice back kick. Here's Black, or I should say Balls with the kick. That'll go high and wide to the left. Changes once again. Earlham will bring in Aqib Mohammed. Gustafson will come back in. Also, we will see Simon Dickerson for the Quakers. Looks like maybe number 10, that is Ross File, coming back in. That'll be picked up there by the goalkeeper, Max Stamper. Stamper again getting the start in the second half, and Earlham now starting to keep an eye on that clock down to the 19-minute mark. Ball kept in play by File here to the near side as Barwick works it back to the middle, and now it'll be Lunger. Piang working as the Quakers will come up with it. Here is Balls looking for a shot. Nice deflection. As Lunger able to knock it away, it'll come out of bounds on the near side. And a little emotion here showed by Joe Balls trying to get his team going, as they have failed to put anything on the board so far here this afternoon. Two Quaker players colliding as File will dump it behind, and Earlham able to come up with a steal. Now can the Quakers do something here offensively? That's Dickerson. Balls to the near side. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson looking. Here's your crossing pass going high. And the ball knocked down, and the Cardinals will come back with it. A little slow to get up for the Quakers is Gustafson. Cardinals will be making some changes. Looks like Kovac coming back in, and also Juarez Manning will be coming back into the lineup. Cardinals wanted a foul on that play, and nothing called. They'll let him play through it. Another player going down, that is going to be Gustafson again. Here's Piang. In the attacking third once again for the Cardinals. And they'll look to reset it once again to the right. That'll be Costa Pulias now in the lineup for the Cardinals. They're not quite as aggressive. They have a few of their starters out of their lineup here, and they haven't played it quite the same way. I don't think we have seen one of their bigger players as far as being able to handle it, Pal Piang, back in. Coming out of the lineup for the Cardinals will be Ross File. And looks like they'll also bring out number 23, which is Kenneth Will.
Not my day.
16 minutes away here for the Quakers, trying to get something going. They'll have to work quick, but now the Cardinals back on the attack. That That one centered once again and able to clear it out of there, Lap Kamara. And the Cardinals wanting another foul as Mohammed looking back to the middle. Cardinals feel that they've had 2 fouls in the last 2 possessions, and so far nothing called. Kostopoulos there for the Cardinals. Every once in a while you'll hear Jerry D'Arcy for Otterein. Muhammad looks to the middle. Cardinals able to stop it once again. Zach Lewis. Quakers have a man go down, so they'll stop the clock. And we've got a yellow coming out as Earlham will have Yuki Adams go down on the turf, and he's going to be slow to get up. So now they'll need to get a substitution right here, and it looks like they'll bring a trainer on as well. We'll take a timeout in your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Now we're going to keep it here. Looks like he's going to come off relatively quickly, so we will go ahead and keep it here for this one. Just in case they bring it back into play, we'll see another change. Quakers will bring in Johnson. Key Johnson coming in, and that will put Yuki Adams onto the bench. Also coming in, and we talk about Tiger Pham. He has checked in. Quakers also bringing in Pele Tracy. So a lot of changes here as we head down the backstretch. And let's see when we're ready to get this one going again. Players will position themselves away from the point of the attack. And we're going to come all the way back to the near side. The ball will go out of play, out of the reach of Tatarovich, but he'll have a throw in here to the near side. Mbaya goes down as the Cardinals able to stop that Quaker attack once again, and this will be kicked out of play here to the near side.
Referee, are you kidding me, sir? Come again. Gotta move the ball way quicker there, Eric.
There's a tackle as Muhammad will go down, and that'll be a foul called against Steenrod. And they will give a yellow on Steenrod. So now the Quakers will have a Joe Ball's kick right here. Quakers down 2-0. Balls will lift this one high and wide to the right. Stop there by the keeper, Stamper. Lap Kamara here on the right side as now the Cardinals on the attack. That one skipped along the ground and not even close that time by Nate Norris. Marshall back in. Quakers will bring out Simon Dickerson. Quakers trying to get a goal on the board. Here's Mohammed once again. Joe Balls to the far side. And we'll look to center that one as the header by Zach Lewis will kick out of bounds to the far side. And once again, a throw in here for the Quakers. Near side, Juarez Manning. And eventually goes out of play. Manning unable to keep it in bounds. Minutes remaining in this one for the Quakers. Earlham will bring it now to Ferguson on the near side, and again Earlham down 2-0. Needs something here pretty quick, right into the awaiting arms off the right leg of Ferguson for the Quakers. Or was that 6? Might have been Gustafson. I think it was Gustafson who had the kick out front.
One time ball! Play the ball!
Here the Cardinal coaching staff just are right. Michael Black is set to come back in as Ferguson down on the pitch. They won't let Black come in just yet as the Quakers will regain the possession. We'll see Lap Kamara putting it in play. Down to 8.5 minutes now for the Quakers. Earlham trying to keep that winning streak alive. They won their last 2, but right now in danger of falling to 500. As Otterein looking for their 5th win of the season. Quakers back on defense again as the Cardinals have kind of upped the game again. As they brought back even a little more pressure, they brought back Tiger Pham into their lineup. He makes a difference. Mentioned Noah Coons and the way he plays. Kerner will come back in for Otterein. Also ready to return will be Luke Crea. There's Pham. We talked about Pham earlier. Front header there by Barwick will keep the ball at midfield as the Cardinals continue. Here on the near side, Quakers may end up losing a player here right in front of us as Gustafson, as he is down and he is hurt. I don't think the officials have seen it or have been able to stop it. He's slow to get up. And Earlham right now down a man, trying to go back on offense, and you'll see Gustafson right there coming to your screen at the last moment. Ferguson taken away by Barwick. And again, a nice back kick, but blindly Juarez Manning gave up the possession. That didn't make Jerry D'Arcy very happy.
Slide, pal. Slide into the middle. Keep sliding, pal. Keep sliding. There you go. On that side now. Catch, attach. Here it comes, Zach. Here it comes, Zach. Now up.
Lap Kamara lifting it high, intended for Ferguson here on the near side. He went for the back header. Ferguson, nice slide to get the ball. Ferguson to the end line and now double teamed, and he goes to the turf and they let him play through it. Here are your changes again as we'll see Michael Black come in. Korea coming in, also Coons back in for the Cardinals. We mentioned also Kerner returning to the Cardinal lineup. I'm not sure if they're going to look at the Joe Balls was talking to the one official about the clock going, but no one, I think, mentioned anything here at the scores table to stop it.
Right now.
5 minutes right now. So 5 minutes remaining. Cardinals once again will put it back into play, and Earlham's possessions now very minimal as we start heading down the backstretch. They'll have to have a real sense of urgency now. They haven't been able to do anything offensively here today. Try to update you here on what we have in the latest numbers. By the way, the Quakers being outshot 18-9 and 10-4 shots on goal. Still 4-3 in corners, and Otterein with 12 fouls, the Quakers with 5, and individually for Otterein today, pretty even. Pham, a couple of shots on goal. Juarez Manning and Kerner also with 2 shots on goal. Quakers led by Gustafson with 2 shots on goal and also 4 shots overall. But other than that, that's been it for the Quakers on offense. Ferguson looks to cut back inside, and here is Marshall. Cardinals with a throw-in. And they're in no hurry right now, knowing that time is on their side. Kerner able to get that back header, and once again the Cardinals will work it across the midfield. Juarez Manning. Kamara there. And now it'll be Johnson for the Quakers, and unable to keep that attack going. Earlham unable to sustain his. That will go out of play for the Quakers. That was Mohammed there. Michael Black again for Earlham, but they're going to have to work pretty quick now. Here is Marshall, and it will go past the end line, and nothing there again for the Quakers on offense. Cree will send that one into Earlham territory, and the Cardinals looking to get one more. Johnson battling for position. And we have 2 minutes remaining. Quakers need something right here, and the Cardinals able to stop the attack, but Earlham now working one more time. Juarez Manning sending that one deep, but that'll be an offside, so we'll bring it back. More importantly here for the Cardinals, time will be a factor now for the Quakers. Big time right now. They're going to lose this one today. Just couldn't get that offense going against an Otterein defense, and more importantly, maybe their offense, the way they played this afternoon. Quakers off the inbound. Here's balls at midfield, looking here to the near side. And again, a minute remaining as Juarez Manning there for the Cardinals. And once again, Kerner. Ball all the way to the end line and saved from going out of bounds. And Earlham able to clear it. But now the final seconds of this one here this afternoon as the Quakers will see their record fall to an even 500. Cardinals will work it back inside. An easy goal off the left, and a late goal in this one will make it 3-0. Looks like the goal scored that time by Juarez Manning. So Eric Juarez Manning getting the goal, and will make this 3-0 in the final seconds here this afternoon. Quakers' final possession here this afternoon. And the countdown will continue, and this one is in the books. So in your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers fall to the Cardinals 3-0. We'll come back and wrap it up in just a couple of moments. This is Earlham Soccer right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Well, the Quakers again drop it 3-0 here today. Quakers now 4-4 on the season. Otterein will improve to 5-2-1. And so the Quakers will go back to work on the road at Bluffton. That'll be their conference opener October 1st, a 3:30 start time. We'll be back here October 5th against Rose-Hulman, also at 3:30. And the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game today will go with Padgett Gustafson. 4 shots, 2 shots on goal as the Quakers lose it here today by a final of 3-0. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time right here on Earlham Soccer and Radio Troy Digital Sports.